future you. What are your life in the future? You can create yourself anew, and you can talk to your future you, creating yourself anew, just the way you want. I have written the letter from future 2222 to this time period to show us that we will rise, we will awake. And I have awakened in my life. I have creating myself anew. This avatar, I'm Peggy, living all my life until 2013. I lived with my pre-programmed matrix. Now I am living with my future matrix. I communicate with all dimensions of me, past, future, present, and I merge them. And you can do the same. I encourage you to write a letter to your future self, communicating with your future self so that the future can say to you or help you to create the avatar you want for yourself, the being, all the bigness of you, because all of us have bigness. And we need to change our mental programming, our emotional programming, the spiritual programming, because we are living in stories. You are living in stories, and we relate to stories. But also we can go beyond story. We are a supreme essence. We have a inner essence that are above soul consciousness. And when we align ourselves with soul consciousness, we know that we are a fractal of the wholeness. We are hologram. So then we know that we need our brothers and sisters, and we need to co-create. You want to make peace on earth, because if you are living from your inner war, because we have an inner war, you are living from your condemning voice, then this affects me. We affect each other when we live from our condemning war, and we are creating war on earth because we are living from the lower vibration. So we want to wake up and being source creators. And being source creators, past, future, everything merges. So when I wrote this future letter, I saw that the cycles on earth, there are a lot of different cycles on earth, and it is a lot of different cycles on the terrestrial plane. So, and some cycle is seconds, minutes, hours, and some one are years, 1,000 years. And we see that everything is creation, and Mother Earth is kind of recreating herself anew now. We see volcanoes, we see wars, a lot of things are coming up to the surface because Mother Earth is now moving up to higher dimension. She is conscious. We can talk to Mother Earth. We are Mother Earth's children. You are a child of this earth, but you are also a divine child. So we need to merge our earth and the divine essence of us, because we need both of them. We know that a lot of spiritual being is like, we don't want to talk to the people who live in the first dimension or the first paradigm, because they are only referring to this physical thing. Well, all of us have to relate to this physical thing. So it is something is called spiritual bypass. And if your ego gets too big, you are not helpful to the bigness of humanity, because we need each other. And just to remind ourselves of the ego. And it is always me against myself. If you point finger at other people and say that, oh, he triggered me, I'm against the Russian people, I'm against the Chinese people. No, it's not against the Russian people or the Chinese people or the black race or the yellow race or whatever it is. It is you against yourself, because life is a projection. That's why writing a future letter is actually helpful for us, because then you balance yourself out. You are not your extreme version, because we are living the extreme, because the paradigm is like a duality. Am I want to be just the bigness or the smallness? It is when you balanced out, then you are not projecting all the violence and all the wars out to Earth. So living in future, then we know who we are. We are balanced, and then we co-create with Mother Earth. We co-create with universe. We know why we have chosen to come on Earth, and we are co-creating with other planets, because there are other planets. It's not just Earth who are like kind of, well, it is just this Mother Earth that have civilization. No, it is not. But when I merged with another life in 2015 in another planet, being a light being, I said, oh, this is too much. So I know that this is an evolvement. We are growing, we are expanding and expanding, and living in 2222, then we co-create with other dimension of us. And when we say that extraterrestrial being, they will make a war, they are our enemy. No, they are not. They want to co-create with us. It is an aspect of us. So when we live with our future us, the essence of us, then we know that every time we try to do someone an enemy, this is the enemy, that's the enemy, the cycle of this is enemy. No, it is, we are the enemy. It is projection from our essence. So every time you think someone else is the enemy, take the finger inside and see, okay, you are creating the enemy that you need to grow. It is not external enemies. The biggest enemies there is, it's internal. And I know that understanding this from paradigm 1, first, second and third paradigm, then you just are linked to your story. You understand everything. Your reality is from the story. But it is a reality beyond story. Like the future. It is beyond time and space. And then when you merge your future, then you understand that, okay, I actually create my own reality. I create my own life. So when we live from first, second and third paradigm, we create sickness, imbalance. So we see a lot of sickness on Earth because we live from the first and the third paradigm, most of us. And when we live in 2222, then we are above first, second and third paradigm. We live with fourth and fifth paradigm. And we don't have so much sickness. We have some unhealthy thing, but it is minor, and we understand that the habitat and all our experience on Earth is actually mirroring something that it is kind of not in balance. So we understand that if I'm sick, it is not only my sickness, it's related to my tribe, to my habitat. So sickness is seen as a habitat fractal of me, because I am the whole universe, and everything that happens to me is kind of mirror in my circumstances. So understanding how everything is connected, future, past, universal, other planets is affecting us, sun is affecting us, everything. But also understanding that our minds can never, I mean never, understand the complete picture of the universal existence. So when I also go beyond time, go beyond my avatar, it is kind of, it's just a being. It's not no story. And sometimes I can be in this place and it can have gone, it feels like I have been in this place for 5-6 hours or a whole day. And then when I come back, it's like it has been only 5 seconds. And also the opposite has happened. I can be there and for a few seconds, and then a long time have gone. So this is an aspect beyond time, but we can co-create with this aspect of us, and this is actually helpful because this will give us a lot of epiphany and insight, a lot of aha. People love aha because what aha does to us, it pushes us kind of in a growing, and we understand more, and we expand and we expand and we expand. I have had thousands of aha, of epiphany, and it is because I have been in such a growth state from 2013 to 2023. I'm still in a growth state, so I will grow until I die, as we all do. But the growth I have had in these 10 years is like, wow! And also I have really learned that, okay, this is too much. When my opening is too big and I don't have trained this avatar, I ice bath. And one of the reasons I ice bath is because I train my avatar. It's freaking cold. It's ice cold. I go between the ice flakes sometimes and go swimming. And I felt it. It's pain. But I do it because I train my avatar. You can also do it with yoga. And you can do, it is a lot of meditation and stretching, and it's a lot of way to do it. And also, but to merge with higher consciousness and to know that it is a state that is beyond time and space. Just knowing that, and knowing that you are more than your avatar. You are past, you are future, you are beyond time, you have a divine essence. And co-creating, we need groups, we need tribes, and find yourself tribes that are supportive, because if you are in tribes that are constantly focusing on the negative, oh, you're not good enough, or this is not good, or if you are kind of in paradigm that live from the first, second and third paradigm, where we actually create sickness, not conscious but unconscious, because we are living from our unconscious mind, then it is not so supportive when you really grow yourself. But if you know that, okay, they are saying what they are saying because they come from their own paradigm. Every opinion, if you ask some is this good, is this bad, when they share their opinion, it is because they are living from this paradigm. What reality are we living from? Are you living from reality of 2013? Are you living in reality from 2222? Or we create our own reality. So we can bring future to present life. So that's what I do. I get the strength from, also when I live in Guatemala in this 1600, being a tribe leader, I was the shaman. And then I did a lot of ceremony. And so what I do this life, it's also because I have experienced this on earth. And I was the doctor, I was kind of the tribe leader. So this strength, and since I have done it, I do it natural, because I have my soul have trained, have experienced this, so it's easy for me. Like someone who is a very good singer, you can see someone is a good singer from their 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, because they have done it in previous life. They have an experience, so they don't need to practice as much as someone who is a new beginner. So for me, it is easy to go beyond time because I have done it in previous life. And I merged with a lot of other avatars, and I did ayahuasca ceremony, and I did a lot of this, what we did in our tribe as the Maya people and in Guatemala. And we knew that we co-created Earth, and we knew that living in this time. So what I did actually in the 1600, I wanted to live in this time. So I have projected myself once more, but I needed to really understand how we create our hellish body. So for 40 years I lived from the matrix in the first paradigm. So I really understood it. And then now I have connected to all my life, and I can take the strength from past and future. So it is a gift really living in this time, because we are multi-dimensional being and we can create whatever we want. And also what has been shown to me, because I co-create with all dimension, the Nordic country is actually the country that will hold the new system. We have the foundation to really create the new system, but that's why we will see a lot of breakup and a lot of chaos. We already see it in 2023. So it will be in 2024, 25, because all this old system, the old way of thinking, it is a lot of system in Norway and Sweden and Denmark and Finland that hold the old way of thinking. But we are really evolving, and when we co-create the Nordic country, then we will hold a new model that mirror to other whole world how we want to live, how we create heaven on earth. So we are kind of, the Nordic country will hold the new platform. So it is important. It doesn't mean that the Nordic country is better than other. No, it doesn't mean. But we have, because we have democracy, we live with a little more trust than other countries. So we have been given a better platform. So we choose. This is chosen from our soul, from the higher realm. So if you live in China, if you live in Russia, you have chosen this. And it is not that Russia or China is worse than the Nordic country. It is different experience. Everything is experience. But we need to start to co-create, because we want a beautiful future like 222 are. And this is our creation. We are using consciousness to recreate ourselves anew all the time. So we need each other, and I hope you will join my tribe, my way of thinking, because we really need it to help the new system and in the Nordic. And even if you live in some other country, not in Norway or Sweden, you can help the Nordic country, because we have the foundation. So it's not that you have to be from the Scandinavia or the Nordic country to help us, but we have the platform. And this area, we have the earthly foundation. And if we just shift our minds, this is the biggest challenge for us, because we are living, a lot of us are living from the first, second, third paradigm. But when we really shift our mind and standing in our essence, we really will mirror to all human, and we are equal. It's not that one is better than the other. But it will be hard. But remember to co-create with your future you, because this will help you, and to have supportive people around you, because we need support. I have had so much support when I went to the dark night of the soul and the hero's journey. I met a lot of hellish thought, what we are creating on earth, and at the same time I met a lot of guides from higher realm, and also amazing people that helped me to rise on earth. So we need supportive surroundings, co-creating with future. And whatever you want, you will meet it, because life is a projection. Just remember, life is a projection of you, always. But you also have a soul plan, and maybe you meet something that you haven't, it's not your karmic stuff kind of, but you have chosen it from a higher perspective. And you never get too much. We believe, I remember until 2013, I felt that it was too much to me. But I was in my victim mode. Being in the victim mode, first, second and third paradigm, it can feel like it is too much to us. But we never get more than we can handle. So, and this is a truth with modification. Even though I experience being in this is too much for me. It can feel, but then we just need to embody it and expand and expand and expand. So that's why we need time also. We need to need to embody everything we experience. We need to have all the dimension with us, because we are multidimensional. And when the spiritual bypass, if we just are in the higher realm without the body, because someone say they are transforming, are just living in flying kind of, but if you don't bring your body with you, then you are imbalanced. So we need to transform and transcend with the body. The body, this is a holy avatar. This is the avatar we use to merge heaven on earth. So we need so that's also why we need to work with first, second and third chakra, our energy body, because there lies our shadow side, the old stuff, the ancestor stuff and the history stuff. So they need to come in balance. It is much easier to work with chakra 6, 7, 8, the higher chakra, but the real thing now in this new merging future and past, it is working with the first, second and third chakra, because there are our shadow side and the hurtness and all the things most of us don't want to feel or want to see on. But this is important. To really create heaven on earth, you need to go through the third lower chakra. And the heart chakra, it is the chakra to your spirit, to the higher realm. This is the future where the heart chakra, you merge future and past when you live from your heart chakra. So I live from my heart chakra and then I merge all, because this is in the middle. Then you live in balance. Not too much, not too little, but just in balance. Everything is about balance. If you can be too much or you can be too small, well, you can be that, but you want balance, because then you merge everything. Being a shapeshifter, being the bigness and the greatness of your being. Yes, bring heaven on earth and live from your future you. Bye bye.